Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. My name is Manfaisal Arkan from class 2F, number 22. Today, I want to talk about a topic that sparks a lot of debate between peoples. And the topic is it fair to boys and girls to compete together in sports? Sports are meant to bring people together, challenge our limits, and celebrate the talent. But when it comes to mixed gender competition, we need to consider both fairness and safety. So some argue that boys and girls should be compete together because sports should be based on skill and not genders. After all, in competitions like chess, equestrian sports, and even some Olympic games, uh, mixed gender opportunities is existed. For example, mixed doubles in badminton and tennis. Both genders compete quite fairly, but there are also many girls who are just as fast, strong, and skilled as boys, especially in youth sports where, before puberty, there are not many different physical abilities that's separating them, so it's not really a different thing. So additionally, mixed gender sports can promote equality for both gender and break gender stereotypes, where usually boys is stronger than girls, but it's not always that type. So when boys and girls train and compete together, they learn mutual respect, teamwork, and the idea of the talent is not limited to one gender. It can also help to reduce discrimination in sports, encouraging more inclusivity. But on the other hand, biological differences between boys and girls became more pronounced after they reach puberty. Boys generally more develop more muscle, higher lung capacity, and stronger bones, which can give them a physical advantage in sports that require strength, speed, and endurance. This is why professional and competitive sports that require are usually divided by gender to ensure a level playing field. Safety is also a concern because, especially in contact sports like football, basketball, or even boxing, for example, if boys and girls compete together at higher levels, there is so much risk of injury due to the different in size and strength and natural um, physical attributes that keeping separate division can so keeping separate divisions can help protect athletes while still allowing both genders to compete at their highest potential. So yeah, so rather than a strict yes or no answer, the solution is to have more mixed gender competition while still keeping the separate divisions where necessary. For example, co-teams could be encouraged in certain sports, and more competition could be based on skill categories rather than gender. For example, like the one that I use for example, mixed doubles in badminton and tennis, but for the separating divisions is for like boxing, and football. So the conclusion, so is it really fair to have boys and girls compete together in sports? The answer isn't really simple. In some cases, mixed competition can be fair and beneficial, but in some opinion, in others' opinion, it may create disadvantage and safety risk. So what's most important, I think, is ensuring that every athlete, regardless of the gender, has the chance to compete at their best or highest level in a fair and safe environment. So, thank you very much for listening. I hope you all have a good night. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.